Human beings like to think we are completely rational shoppers, but history proves you can take a totally common, useless piece of compressed carbon, wrap it in a brilliant marketing lie, and trick the entire planet into spending 3 months of their salary on it. Right now, diamonds are the ultimate symbol of love, luxury, and eternal commitment. They are a multi-billion-dollar global juggernaut, but they aren't rare, they aren't a good financial investment, and their massive value is an entirely manufactured illusion engineered by a single corporate cartel. We look at diamond engagement rings today, an ancient, unshakable tradition. We assume that people have been proposing with glittering gemstones since the dawn of time. But before the mid-1900s, the vast majority of people didn't buy diamonds at all. They were a luxury reserved strictly for royalty and the ultra-wealthy. The story completely changes in 1888. Inside the massive, deep earth diamond mines of South Africa, a group of British investors realized that massive underground deposits were being discovered all at once. And look, they had a massive panic. They realized that if all these diamonds hit the market at the same time, the supply would explode, the illusion of rarity would shatter, and diamonds would become as cheap as ordinary quartz. So, they did something incredibly cynical. They merged all the mines into a single megacorporation called De Beers. De Beers didn't just sell diamonds. They completely monopolized the entire global supply chain. They controlled exactly how many stones left the ground, stockpiled the rest in London vaults to create a fake shortage, and legally forced everyone to buy through their central selling channel. But their greatest masterpiece wasn't controlling the rocks. It was hijacking the human mind. In 1938, faced with falling prices, De Beers hired a high-end New York ad agency called N.W. Ayer. The mission was simple: find a way to convince ordinary, working-class young men that buying a diamond was a mandatory rite of passage. The agency launched a massive, silent propaganda campaign. They seeded diamonds to Hollywood movie stars, paid newspapers to write society stories about celebrity proposals. And in 1947, a copywriter named Francis Garrity wrote 4 words that changed history. A diamond is forever. And look, those 4 words were absolute marketing genius. By tying a common rock to the concept of eternal love, they did 2 things at once. First, they made it socially impossible for a man to propose without one. And second, they stopped people from ever trying to resell their diamonds. Because if a diamond is forever, you never sell it, which keeps the second-hand market completely dead and keeps retail prices artificially sky-high. The joke is, the illusion is currently facing its biggest threat yet. Today, scientists can use high-tech laboratory reactors to replicate the exact heat and pressure of the Earth's mantle, growing flawless, chemically identical diamonds out of thin air for a fraction of the price. The corporate cartel is scrambling, running aggressive public relations campaigns to convince people that real diamonds have to come from the dirt. We spent an entire century letting a single corporate boardroom manipulate our deepest emotions, spending thousands of dollars on a common mineral that loses over 50% of its value the second you walk out of the jewelry store. All because an advertising agency convinced us that a shiny rock equals true love. So, next time you see a glittering engagement ring, take a second to look past the sparkle. You're looking at the most successful psychological marketing trap ever devised. If you were buying an engagement ring today, would you save thousands by choosing a perfect lab-grown diamond? Or would you still pay the luxury premium for a natural mined stone? Let me know in the comments.